Okay, so hello and welcome. This is Memory Sports TV, and this is the third match of this year's World Championship. We have had two matches already, and yeah, I was just listening to the background. Okay, so Vishwa also here in the chat. And yeah, so now, long story short, it's Alex versus Naoya, Japan versus USA. Very interesting time zone match here. I think for Alex, it is in the evening on January the 6th. And for Naoya, it's in the morning on January 7th. Around about, I think, 10 or 11 for Naoya, and maybe for Alex, 9 o'clock in the evening, something like that. I'm not sure. But they have a big difference, like 15 hours difference. For me, it's 3 a.m. in the night, so I'm right in the middle. And we are going to see the first game. The first game will be a surprise event. And this surprise event, yeah, let's see what it is. First surprise event is first event always in these matches is a surprise event in the World Championship. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So looks like that Alex is having to, yeah, do some adjustments here. Not sure. And then we'll go and start the match. And I will try to put them up all on the screen here. Let's see how that looks like here. Surprise events about to start. Alex always have a lot of stats for his opponent, has collected a lot of different information about his, maybe about his opponent, but not just about his opponent. He has usually a lot of strategy, and he's typing things between matches, between games. So he's usually trying to get notes between games. I'm not sure, he's doing a lot of stuff right now. Let's see how that goes. I'm not sure what's exactly happening now. Okay. This is like his spreadsheet here for. Maybe he's not happy with his cam here. That's a different thing. We have a side cam, which is not the front cam anymore. And it looks like that he is a bit disturbed by the lights of the second cam. It's very interesting. It's kind of, yeah, I know that from a lot of competitors, and it's not easy to adapt to new things like that. It's a small thing, but if you have that in your, you have the feeling that there is something off on the side, then it might disturb you even more than you would think in the first place. And that's why he seems to cover the the cam here on the left and the right, and tries to get rid of his new side cam, which is better because he was one of the people banging their head against the screen all over the place, looking like that. I mean, usually if you sit in front of the laptop and you lean forward a bit, then of course you maybe come close to your camera, and that's why we have a new camera setup. And we are ready. And yeah, by the way, Brucen, hi, welcome. And the surprise event is on. Let's put it on the screen here. What is it? Okay, we have cards, but yeah, you can see a completely different set of cards. I think these cards are the Arabic cards, which we use, or which some people use, but not these two. That's interesting because you have to adapt completely. You see that here. Alex completely struggling with the first cards here. Now we are a bit further in the cards deck, and that makes us, that's also very interesting, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Alex is the best in the cards event in the world for sure, but that throws him off a bit here. And he is struggling a lot with the first cards. It's not getting 10, even 10 cards hard to get because it's so different. It's so unusual that you have a hard time, or that he has a hard time to get anything out of it. And let's see here, Naoya has to start now filling the gaps here, because also he was a bit struggling, but let's see how that looks when they both really start to recall here. Alex, of course, that's important. You have to get your first cards done, but you see, it says 6 cards for the world record holder in memorizing cards. And so that's so interesting to see how much, look at this, it's just guessing now. So guessed one right. And that means now Oya needs 7 to draw. Let's see if when he starts guessing. It's so interesting, isn't it? So people, those guys here, they can memorize a deck of playing cards in under 30 seconds easily. Alex, even the world record holder, was 12 seconds. But then it's a big change. It's not cards anymore for him because it's like symbols which you have never seen, and it's, if you're not used to that, and if you have no system, no strategy, and if you're surprised by that, and that's what he was here, as it was Naoya, you don't know what to expect. You just see that and you feel like, wow, what's going on? And then even top memory athletes, seem to go back to normal, right? So like they seem to go back to being humans again. And now Oya here, being the stronger memory human, cards human here, going to 9 cards now. And yeah, there was a drop right now from Vishwa, but I am again here for that match, streaming a bit ahead of you. So the stream is delayed by 5 minutes. And I think for the next match, I will be talking live again with you. So we can interact a bit more in the next matches. There will be a supervisor for that match. Of course, also Simon is here now. He could also supervise that match, or he is actually. And I is also doing it. So I'll still try to get a good workaround for the situation. Jason Smith, by the way, thank you for the subscription. I think it was a subscription, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure it out with a good workaround, because I can also stream it like seeing everything delayed by myself, being in the same time like you are as a viewer. But I'm still struggling with figuring out a good way to delay the videos from the competitors at themselves. There is also the option to not see the videos of the computer or not show the videos of the competitors. But honestly, I'm not so happy about that, because even some people might say it's not such a big deal for the match itself. I'm not so convinced about it, because I feel like it's cool to see the competitors as themselves as well and get an impression. Yeah. Maybe it's also a matter of taste, but I don't know. Because if I just show the screen, the memory leak, then it's of course also good enough. But to be honest, if I look at all these images here, and the video feeds, it's nice to see the people, isn't it? And I'm pretty sure that it's, for the viewers, it's more engaging, because you definitely get a better feeling of the people and what's going on here. So yeah, in the chat they were saying, yeah, well, that was extremely hard for me, Alex. Nice one, very hard, GG. So next discipline is cards, surprisingly. This time, normal cards, real cards, and you'll see a big difference here in that attempt. Alex down 1-0 against Naoya. Such a big deal here now for the 3 times world champion, but yeah, for sure, for Naoya, a nice first point. So that now you see kind of a bit of a better time, 19.27 seconds for Alex Mullen here, with all his trophies behind his name, next to his name here. Now we are playing it rather safe, and yeah, to be honest, it's clear. It looks so much better if you have a video feed of the competitors, doesn't it? And I don't have to talk so much then, because people are giving their impressions themselves by feeling the cards or seeing the cards and moving up and down. I don't know. It just feels better. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be so hard to delay a video feed by 5 minutes. There are plenty of options, I thought. For example, OBS itself offers a delay for 20 seconds. And today there was like, okay, I can just do multiple 15 times 20 seconds delay. But then my RAM went up to my computer. Oh, what's that here for Alex? My computer memory went down to, I don't know. It used up to 20 gigabyte of memory, computer memory, to do that. And it's a bit much if you have multiple of these cameras. So that's not possible. And now I'm playing around with FFmpeg software package, and that works kind of, but it's not stable. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. And I was sitting at this for a couple of hours today. I thought, okay, now I get it, and then it didn't work out. No. Okay, my biggest challenge is for the start of the World Championship is getting that back to the normal setup here, having everything kind of live and talking to you as the viewers. But you can ask me, of course, questions anyway. The drops will come 5 minutes late. Yeah, but as I said, I think I'll somehow figure that out. Next match, maybe already, let's see, in a couple of hours, Boris versus Matteo. So, but yeah, back to that match here. Alex did a nice job here, no big deal for him. This time he was struggling a bit. A couple of cards were not in the right place, but then he figured it out. And for now, it's a bit tough here. But he has the first point, and that's good. That's great for him. That's for sure something he can build on. It's a bit annoying maybe for him right now to not get 252 cards, but yeah, still the start of the match. 1-1 then. The next choice goes to Naoya. So for everyone who is new here, who has never experienced any kind of memory sports at all, or maybe has experienced it but has forgotten something here about it. So what is going on here is we have the Memory League World Championship 2026. And this competition actually concludes the last year's competition of the World Tour, which is a set of a series of tournaments from seasons and slam tournaments and so on. And the top 16 of that series, they qualify for the World Championship. Actually, the other World Championship from last year is still also in the calculation, which is something we can discuss or will discuss, I guess, because we have had some complaints, or not complaints, but arguing from some competitors that this is maybe not so cool, because if you enter the competition and you haven't had played the World Championship, you're really a bit behind, because everyone who has played the World Championship has already some extra points for the next World Championship, and not just a few points, a lot of points. So that's definitely something what's able to be discussed, or what we could discuss. One solution could be, for example, having a race, like it's again like in tennis, having a race to the World Championship, like just counting everyone from zero after the World Championship. But for qualifications and for the slam tournaments, you would still have the 1 year rolling world ranking. But and in the end, then the 1 year rolling world ranking would match up with the race. Yeah, maybe that's an idea. So yeah, this is a Memory League World Championship, and we have 16 players. This is round 1, and in round 1, now we'll see, by the way, images. That's the next discipline. And in images, both athletes have to memorize 30 random images as fast as they can. And now I choose that, and you'll see it will go quite quick here. Let's see, for Alex, it would be, of course, also already nice to turn things around here, but now we are attacking here with 1309. So he tries to take it in his own hands here. What's his top 5 best score? 11 to 13 seconds, top 5 for Naoya. Also, these stats something I'd like to improve here. After I fix that video delay stuff, I'll go into other stuff. So the World Championship will run until end of February. So not end of February, beginning of February. So there's still plenty of time. So yeah, and now they have memorized these images, hopefully in 13 seconds or here 14.89 seconds. And now there will be the recall where they have to put everything into the right order. You see it here. Soon there are all the images on the button, and they have to click on them and put them in the right space. Yeah, and they have, this is the first set. In the first set, or in all these sets, people choose the disciplines alternate in an alternating way. So going back and forth, and the first player in the first set, the first player to 5 wins. And the second set, the first player to 4 with a 2 games lead wins. And there's some talking from Bruce here about cards. My fastest time, 120 seconds. Almost twice as long as Naoya and 60 times longer than like 60 times. Yeah, something. Yeah, no, not 60. 10 times, right? 120 and Alex does 12, so it's just 10 times. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, anyway, 120 seconds. It's a start, isn't it? Let's see where that goes. It's not just a start, it's already intermediate, I would say. So Alex here was not a swap, he shifted to. Let's see if we can figure that out. This has to be shifted here, and he looks promising. Yep, he'll do that. So now it's really back to Mr. Hirata to figure out his set as well, because otherwise that would be a huge point for Alex, turning things around, having his own choice now. And the good start from Naoya is almost gone then. It's interesting that we have like 10 viewers here, around about plus minus at this time. Something I usually doesn't experience too often, to be honest. This time is sometimes like 1 or 2. So welcome everyone. And also the schedule will be, I will update my schedule for on Twitch here, but if you don't know when the matches are coming, you can also go on memoryleague.com. And on memoryleague.com, you can see the table here for all the schedule here for all the matches. I posted in the past, the link for the Memory League a couple of minutes ago here in the chat. You can use that link to go there. I have to change that link at some point. Anyway, so yeah, and now we are not getting it, means a 2-1 lead now for Mr. Mullen from the US. Yeah, so Alex is one of the best, maybe the all-time best in this Memory League tournament or Memory League series here. Yes. Yeah, a big star. I think if you have heard of Memory Sports, you have heard of him. He has won the World Championship 3 times in a row and was just beaten last time, for the first time in the World Championship finals, or in the World Championship, by Nassar from Saudi Arabia, and in the end by Vishwa Rajakumar, who's also here right now. And had to live with the third place for the first time. But it's cool that he's back here. And that's also will be one story of the tournament. Can Alex Mullen claim again a World Championship title? But it's getting tougher and tougher. To be honest, I feel that this time there are even more people who can win that. And yeah, so a lot of people on the top: Vishwa, Nasser, Alex, Matteo, Enrico, Simon always there. And then people who are maybe close to the top and maybe can give us a surprise, maybe going deep into the tournament, being dark horse, maybe like Katie, like Don. Definitely some people can go far here in the tournament. And we'll see a words game next. Words are coming. And this choice goes from Alex, trying to increase his lead to one more by one more game. Let's see. Words English versus English versus Japanese. So that's what I always, or sometimes people ask when I'm talking about championships is, do you memorize your own language? And yes, as you see, you can do that, or you do that. You can also learn some Japanese here if you don't speak it. Let's see, Alex goes to 44 and then reviews. Now, oh yeah, maybe the same. I didn't see that accurate this time. So what people do in memory and in words is nowadays they really go for reviews. It wasn't the case a couple of years ago. Reviewing 44 words and now going 44 and then going again. Actually, I was also trying that for myself, but never worked out so well. And you see here now Naoya starting with the last 10 first. Alex with his traditional way of recalling. His way is putting in the last words first and then reviewing everything in his mind and then starts typing. Naoya rather going from the back here. Starts with the last words and recalling backwards. Let's see if he's proceeding like that for the end here until the end. Now, Alex, okay, they are just not in the right place. No, they are. Okay, starts recalling now is a good sign. Let's see if he starts from the beginning. Yeah, so the last word's done now. And for now, we are looking also good here, all green. And it's hailing here from Bruce. He did that 5 minutes ago, right? So thank you for the hailing. Yeah, I have to figure that out with a delay. It's just something which I don't like. I was looking so much on having nice camera views and so on, and now it's really tough to get that back. And Alex here, going for 50. Yeah, that's showing off already here. We have seen this tournament from Vishwa 50s. I'm not sure about the second match. I didn't see that second match. I was not available. It was one very clear by Enrico. 5-1 and 4-0, I think. But Naoya, you also with 48 words. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. People are getting better at words. Still. And the new camera view is good, I guess. I like it. It's definitely getting better view of the room and everything. For some people, it's not even necessary. But only if you. I think for Vishwa, his front cam. I don't know. I have to talk with the others. So, what they think. But for me, it looked good. But yeah, I'm not the only one who has a say about it. So let's see. And 50 words done by Mr. Mullen here. Well done, 3-1. Now extending his lead here. After the surprise event, he's now clearly on his way to the first victory of the tournament. Yeah, the tournament is a bit different than a usual knockout tournament because you're not going to be knocked out after the first loss. You have a second chance, and that means you will be knocked out if you lose twice in this tournament, double elimination. So that's how it works this time here. Double elimination. And I can show you. I see. Okay. Let me check Slack. Yeah, double elimination means let's take a look. Are they already playing? No, they're not. So championship, world championship. Putting that here. Oh, that's me. That's the wrong guy. Tournament structure. So we are here in the winners bracket, or in the first bracket first, and then we have a repechage bracket down here. And if you lose, you go down here, and you can still go to the final if you're a bit lucky and have a great streak. You are still able to win the tournament, but it's a bit more difficult. That's clear. So, yeah. Alex here. International names and Naoya as well. Yeah, international names completely different from national names because they are very international names. Yeah, okay. From around the world, and you can tell that some of these names look odd to not used to these names people. And Yeah, you can already tell Alex here struggling a bit with Oyun Chimek. But also people are recently getting better in international names. Not just recently, but over time. People are getting better here. It's something you can train for. Even it might take a bit longer for some people. Some people are good at this from the beginning. They can also, and they are already also improving, but yeah. Alex Vishwa with the world record here, 30 in, what was it, 58? To check again. I have to have a note here on my screen with the world records. I just memorize them. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay, 3-1. If Alex wins that one, we have a 4-1 lead, and set point number 1 already. Alex was 24. Very reasonable. Simon with a drop here. Yeah. And it's a good drop from Simon into the future here. So yeah, for me, it's 3:45 in the morning. So if they don't play that long, I'm happy to get some more sleep. And I'm actually in Germany. It's now or in my district. There was even today one holiday or one day off from everything. People are going back to work tomorrow, so it's really like 2 weeks off. It's not everywhere in the world, I guess, but in Germany it's quite common. Not for everyone, of course, but many people take the time if they can. And tomorrow I also have some, or today, whatever it is, I have to change my tires from my car and have to go to the university, or not to go to. I'm working for the university still, so I have to do home office because it's snowy outside. Yeah, anyway, so back to the match here. And other games, matches to come then in the next days. Better time for me. We have one match, as I said, today at 1 p.m. GMT. Then Thursday we have one match. We have Friday one match. And on Saturday we have two. And then the first round is already gone. Already done. No one drops out in the first round. That's cool. And 4-1 now for Mr. Mullen. It looks a bit like that's so far. These first round matches are very clear so far. 5-0, 4-0, 5-1, 4-0. I feel that for many people, the tournament really starts in the second round here. There will be closer matches as well, but for the first rounds, there was really the top favorite against underdogs. Alex Naoya Enrico is Alex versus number 6, then versus number 16. Vishwa versus Mohammed was number 2 versus number 15. Enrico was number 3 against 14. So quite a big difference in world rankings. And then we'll see in the next round or in the next matches closer matchups as well. Looking forward, for example, to Don versus Katie here. And other matches as well. So, what's coming next? Mr. Mullen choosing numbers. Oh, is he going for something special here? Or is he just trying to smooth and run smoothly through the match? I expected, for example, from others as well, more attacks on world records. I haven't seen Enrico's scores to check that up, look that up, but actually yesterday was Memory Monday. I didn't do that. I should do that next week again. Start over with Memory Monday and updating everyone on the World Championship. Yeah. Getting back into the regular stream here every Monday, 8 p.m. +1 GMT. These time zones. Okay, so we'll see numbers now. Let's see if Alex is going for something special here. A world record attack or something. Let's see. No, doesn't look like that. Looks like a smooth one. Surfing towards. Even with a review here. Wow. Okay, and now Naoya's best 24 seconds. So review is reasonable. He's really like 28 seconds. That's rather I don't know, like you can drink a coffee here if you're Alex or you can order a coffee and a pizza for him and he can eat it and write a review on Google about the pizza and the coffee, and then he finishes the numbers. But let's see. It's always possible to get or to have a mistake here, of course, in numbers, because numbers is always, let's see, the discipline numbers, 80 digits in 1 minute differs a lot from the other disciplines because you don't actually have, I mean, in images, you have the images and you put them in the right order. In cards, you have the cards, put them in the right order. In words, you don't have the words, you have to recall them. In names as well, but you have the face. In numbers, you don't have anything. You just know that there are digits. And if you have a good system, you can go through your system. Because people don't memorize numbers, they memorize images. So what they do is they transform the numbers into images. And I'm not sure if new people are here, but if you have any questions, or if you're wondering if that is real here or what they're doing, please give me a hint in the chat. And if you like, follow me to see more matches. But so yeah, I'm always happy to explain what's going on here. But if there are only people who know what's going on, it always feels a bit odd to explain it to them. So, but if you're new here, if you have a question, I'm happy to go into detail because I'm also very used to everything here. And it's hard sometimes to go back to square one and think of, okay, that's not clear. That's not easy to understand because I'm doing that not here, not always just commentating, but being involved in memory sports since 2003, which approaches 23 years this year. 23 years, damn it, I'm not even half of my life, more than half of my life I'm doing that here. That's good. But I'm also changing roles a bit, right? So more competing, organizing, commentating. Oh, it's also nice. And I'm still hoping and dreaming of, now we are also getting done here, of improving or increasing the awareness and the the public notice of memory sports, or getting it more out there trying to build some YouTube stuff and so on. But it's a lot of work, and I don't push myself too much. I mean, of course, I also have other things to do, but yeah, I like doing the stream here, and because there is always something to do about it, and so it's something new, and trying to publish it and put it on YouTube or my other channels, and others are doing the same. So yeah, memory sports is not really growing too much. I'm not sure, it's hard to say. I'd say there's always a group of people who are constantly there, and then others coming in and going out. I'm not sure how big Memory League itself, how many people are there right now on Memory League. If you go through the list, there are a couple of hundreds, but I'm pretty sure there are not just a few, or not just a few, but I'm not sure how many people are really playing regularly, like having a subscription or anything like that. So that's and if that is increasing, I mean, that would be interesting. If it's stable, like on a stable level, or if it's increasing over the years. Maybe Simon can say something about that. So Alex winning set number 1, 5-1. And very clear, second set will go same as the first set, but Naoya chooses first. And set and reset choices. That's it. So they're both going on a short break. A few minutes break from both here. And funny thing is, oh, that's me. Funny thing is that I can't tell how long the break will take, and then announce it in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Let's see how the second set goes, and if Alex can smoothly ride through to the next round. Let's check the schedules here. So Alex, Naoya now, and then we have, this is German time. The German time is GMT +1. So today is Matteo Boris, and then tomorrow we have Simon versus Dorian. Friday, Yasuhira Davide, the other Japanese player here. And then we have on Saturday, Danielle versus Nasser. And Katie versus Don, simultaneous, 2 matches simultaneous time here, or same time here, and that's cool. And let's see how that goes. And then we have the world ranking here. Yeah, it's still something not up 100% up to date, because we're still missing a final of the season. That's also something you need to figure out a bit, how to get things a bit more finished, because of course season 25 should be already over, and it is actually, but the final is not being played, and one semi-final I think it's also missing, and now there's a World Championship. Let's see how that can be improved in the future. And yeah. So how do I figure that out? Actually, I wanted to purchase a software. It's called vMix. It's a different, I mean, OBS is completely free. That's really cool. And it's built and grown by the community. And it's great. It's great software. It's getting better and better. But there's also professional software like vMix, which is used by broadcast studios and so on. And it's completely would be a big change. There's also a license which would cost some money, which would be 350 for a lifetime license, which would be If it's working, would be of course okay, but would work for a while or would need a while to get into it. And I hope that this can do the delay easier, but it's only can do is 2 minutes delay. So I was like, 2 minutes not enough. Okay, so Naoya is back already. And Vishwa was saying, Vishwa, what did you say here? I feel international names a bit one-sided sometimes. Would be fun if we had less names and speed-based one-like cards, images, and numbers. Yeah, I mean, Vishwa, I can feel you here, but there are, of course, a big group of people exactly against that. And to be honest, I have to say that even though I don't like international names at all, I feel that it's just my personal what I like or not. I feel that the disciplines are kind of balanced between different kind of disciplines, names, words, cards, numbers, and so on. In the traditional format, there are really a lot of system-based cards, numbers, and so on, more than words and names. So I feel that's better here. But I also agree that international names feels off, and it is off. All analyzes. Wait. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I can hear you. The room check not, but quick ear check. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you. So now, thank you. Okay. Naoya, can you hear me, Naoya? Okay. So usually when we come back from the break, we just do a very quick ear check again. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, so people are back and yeah, and back to the topic. Back to the topic. I definitely agree that international names is off because it's all analyzers shows that someone who is very good on international names and beats someone who is maybe on an average level or number on international names far more often than I don't have the numbers here. I have to check that, but beats someone who is far more often than someone who is good in numbers. Very good in numbers, beating someone. I'm not sure how much better, but it's definitely there's an edge because in international names the cool thing is if you are very good here, you can do mistakes. That's no problem then. You can have mistakes. It's no problem. You can win anyway. On numbers, it's not the case, as well as on cards. If you do a mistake on numbers, if you do a mistake on cards, then you can be better, the better one, the better player, but you will lose anyway. If you have one mistake. If you have one mistake or even 5 mistakes on internal names and you are better than your opponent, you can still win. And that's a huge difference. It is. Okay. Names now. Okay, Alex, second cam control here. Okay, second set. Let's see how that goes. 1 hour into the match. How much has sleeping time I'll get tonight? 3 hours? 5? Okay, names. National names by Naoya. And Yeah, you see here Naoya has already chosen national names now, and you can only choose national names or international names. That's also something which might be could be discussed. I mean, it's obviously the opposite of what Wishwa was saying earlier today, but I also think that there are people who would like to change that and have they separated, which I can see because I mean, it looks like that they're very different, especially after a while when you have played a lot. National names is a different story than international names. And now we are attacking here. 41 seconds. Let's see if he can get a good start into that second set. Maybe going ahead with 1-0 again. That would be good for him. Alex with a quick recall. Oh, this was a 45-second super recall. No hesitation, no problem, just in there. Now Oya takes a bit more time, but it usually also takes a bit more time for Japanese to type because they need to search the characters here. And Naoya, of course, if he gets the 30 done, he'll win that game and leads 1-0. Again, if he loses that game, Alex on cards might be quick to know, and then it can be quickly over. That's what we see very often in a second set, is that if the underdog chooses first and loses the game, then it can be quick. It can be a 20-minute set or something. But Naoya is doing a great job here. Good, good. With 2 minutes to go, he has one name to find. Mm-hmm. Can he do that? Yes. Well done. Now he has to control that or to not change it, because of course you think about things twice and 3 times sometimes, and then things are over, or you change things which you shouldn't. And here's 1 minute 30 seconds to change things here. Hopefully he's not doing that. Well done, Naoya here. What's his top 5? 39 seconds is his best time here, so it's top 2. Top 2. He's thinking about the name here. Can he keep that? This yellow little button, or the yellow little highlight here behind the name, if you look closely here, which I can try to show that, this one here, shows that he's thinking about one name. He has 30 seconds and now he's going again. But usually you don't change anything now. But I am good in jinxing things. No, yeah, he's going through it, and now he has to press the finish button or wait 10 seconds. He'll wait it out and get his first point in the second set. Nice start. Here we go. And that's his reaction. Yeah, is it a smile? It looks a bit like that. And Vishwa was saying about the 15 international names in total to be memorized. Definitely, that would be a different story. And one other thing could be like counting it like numbers, for example, and like cards, actually, like it's actually always counted like that, right? Yeah, it's nonsense what I'm saying. Because if you have 15 international names to memorize, then it's about time even more. And if someone goes for 15 names but has one mistake in 30 seconds, then the other one can beat that guy, that person, with a time of 60 seconds, and as in the other disciplines. So yeah, I kind of like it. So that would give even me a chance to win international names against someone. Maybe not. Okay, so 9 cards again, of course, from Alex. 20 seconds. Ah, smooth. Yeah, he's struggling in cards compared to the other disciplines like like names. Struggling a bit more, yeah. Yeah, that's clear. One. And then back to Naoya's choice. Alex didn't click finish yet, but yeah, he will not change anything. That's pretty much for sure. And yeah, now we are definitely struggling a lot here on cards. Yeah, let's see what he's going to choose now. National name, what did he choose in the first set? I think he was choosing images one time. That's what I expect next from him. There's good chances there, and yeah, and as I said, second set can be over quick, but for both sides, if he would win images and maybe Alex do one mistake here in his own choice, can go also the other way. So there's always a chance, even if you're quite a big underdog here. But not in this game. Oh, the camera is very blurry here. From Alex. No focus. So, next. What is common next? From Naoya. It is it images? Ah, yeah, there is also one thing which I wanted to mention again, which is new here on Memory Leak, very new, just a couple of days, which is very cool. And that is that if you have in the recall, for example, when you sometimes have to add something in the middle, then you would add plus plus plus. So you move things to the right to put something between. And then sometimes it was like that you would move the numbers or cards, the last words, for example, outside of the string of the area, and then they would drop out again. For example, in words, it was very annoying. You would move the words and then they are out and maybe you forgot them, but now they will come back. So if you move all the words back, then you see the words which were pushed out again back in. So that's really cool. So images, Alex with 1455. And now you're playing it rather safe. I didn't expect that. I'm not sure if that was the plan. Sometimes you change plans mid-game. So like you feel, especially in images, I think that's happening a bit more often. You memorize the images or you go through the images during memorization, and then you might at some point feel, oh, they are very easy to mix up. For example, clouds like this here could be mixed up. There's also a landscape below the clouds that might help. But sometimes you have flowers like this. This time I only see one of these flowers, so it's not a big deal then. But yeah, sometimes you have similar images, and then you would stop going quick during memorization. And that will be hard to fix here. That will be hard to fix. Probably is a good chance here for Naoya to extend his lead to 2-1 by a mistake from Alex. But then that would be, of course, a very, very good approach here, going slow. So it's like, if the result is good, then it's everything was right. Let's see if he can fix it. I don't think, though. But he's thinking of something here, so it's not done yet. Let's see. Is he? He is. No, he's not there. Nope. No fix. 2-1. Yeah, but you look at them. Yeah. Disappointed. Yeah, his front camera is somehow not focusing. Don't know why. These webcams, sometimes they're not doing what they supposed to be here. Hey, that's annoying. Just not focusing. Sometimes switching off, switching on, maybe. Let's see if he can figure that out. No, it's getting better. Okay. If he can just hold it like that. That's good now. Yep. I don't want to have cheap viewers. Okay, he's Simon is being funny here. Oh, my mouse is off. Oh no. Anyway, let's continue. 2-1 for Naoya. Oh, good story here for him. Oh, he's sneaking towards the end of the set here. And now the pressure is a bit more on Alex. Of course, yeah, he knows, if someone knows how to handle any kind of pressure, and I don't think he feels anything here like that, but it even for him was a bit annoying here not to get that one. Now let's see what he's going to choose next. Words maybe again, but even words. Now we have his 48 close. Here, what is your choice, Mr. Mullen? This is, I like also that stats here always on Memory League. This is something I enjoy watching, looking at sometimes. This is a global statistics and shows how many cards, images, and so on were memorized in total by Memory League players. And that's a good indication of how many people are playing, right? If you would keep track of that. So 26.8 million numbers. 17.4 million images. You really can tell that this is the most favorite discipline here. Because digits of, yeah, that's good to see. And even international names 1.2. And yeah, that's also one thing here. If you play now words and you keep on playing, you might memorize the 8 millionth word. So the question is when it is coming. When is it coming? I'm not sure, but there was a price for that in the past. Sometimes maybe a subscription for a month or for 3 months. I don't know if I remember correctly. So numbers from Naoya. No, from Alexander Mullen, with the numbers. Go. Oh, I know. In the first attempt, he went for 28 and with a review, and he's going for that again. Very focused. $26 should be a safe one again. Tying then the game A-B. Or, and that's the point, one mistake here, and it's a 3 done, 1, and your opponent suddenly, out of the blue, would have a set point. So it's a very, very crunch time game here. And Alex doing it right. What I wish from my perspective, for the future, is building a big pyramid. Okay, 2-2, Alex finished his recall, 2-2. And now the question goes back to Naoya. What is your choice? My choice is getting something to drink. So, still numbers. Okay, 2-2. Oh, guys, I'm really tired. Ah. Ah. Hmm. So I don't mind if they are done here soon. Roulette is broken today because you lose a lot of stuff. Maybe, maybe gambling is just not good. Okay, now Oya's choice is words. Yep, words. We might see words, or maybe words international. It's not, maybe international. And now Oya also is 26 as his best. Okay, I didn't see that. No, Simon. That's not good. Nine losses in a row. That's pretty much. And Vishwa prove him wrong here with a double it up. I see. I don't have any memo coins. I should watch my own stream one a bit more often. Disproves the theory, yes, of course. So words running. And yeah, the winner of that game gets a set point. And in Alex's case, it would be a match point. Alex, 53 seconds. Can he go for another good words attempt here, like 50 words again? Let's check what happened in this tournament here for that, because I missed a couple of games. So you can always see the best scores here for the discipline. So Alex, for sure, here was cards. Images, we have seen Vishwa with 9.56. Okay, international names. Vishwa with 25 names. Alex as well. National names, Naoya from today. Numbers, Vishwa was 20 still. Best time, yeah, Alex was going slow today. And words by Vishwa and Alex and Enrico. 53 50s already, or maybe more, but the top score. And now let's see how that game goes. Okay, Alex starts writing now. Usually, as I have said that very often here, if he goes through everything in his mind and then starts early, like after 1 minute, that's always a pretty good sign. Might be able to get 50 again. Wow, Simon Orton on tilt here almost, but now he's back in the in the roulette. Ooh, and I'm jinxing things. That's a whoop. But now, oh yeah, with a bigger gap here. Oh, another gap maybe. Might be, yeah, looking still good for Alex here for getting the match point here. Because now we are with more than one gap. Two gaps only left. But he needs 48. He needs 48 now. In the last 120. Yeah, Vishwa, thank you. I am sleepy. It's 4:30 and I didn't sleep before the match. Yeah, actually I was trying to fix that delay thing with the videos for the I'm working on it too much lately, but I really want to have that. Something like that bothers me forever, and I'd like to fix that. And then I'm pretty much playing around all day with that. And the beginning is like a nice thing to do, and then in the end, it's like, why is it still not working? Was close to it, and then it's not working. Was one little thing which is not working out, and then I was finding this delay on OBS, and then it eats up all my memory from the computer memory. 20 gigabyte. Wow. Okay, and here we go. Alex, 3-2. So we have a match point. 5-1, 3-2. Oh no, that was a good performance here. And but yeah, match points for Alex. What is he going for? Words maybe international. Now, yeah, also 26, 25 as his best here. He hasn't shown that good of a performance today. But let's take a look on. I mean, you don't have to check Alex here. Naoya. He can only choose from words, a names game, or images. Um, Images. He made a mistake today. Yeah, he's going for words again. It's going for words again, and it's a reasonable choice. Naoya here in words 50, 50, 50, but only 3 times in a year. It's not too much, not too many. Well, Alex here, he has pretty much more of that. Have to figure out it in my database. Yeah, as I said, that's another day database stuff and so on. Was working on that, filling the database with surprise events now. So in my database also surprise events inside, and I downloaded Apache Superset for dashboard building. Because that would be cool, having a nice dashboard of all these data. Yeah, but you see another software stuff, another building stuff, software building, and so on, which I like, but I sometimes lose myself doing that, and not coming to an end. Just trying something more and something more and so on, and then in the end, I'm never finishing the first thing. That's not good. It's like in Minecraft, I do that. I think of, I built a nice house, and then I run around, try to find stuff for that, and then I find a big cave, and then I'm exploring that cave. And in that cave, I find a big monster, which I want to kill. Then I kill the monster, and then it drops a map, and I go for the map, and then I try to find a treasure somewhere. And I'm disturbed by building another house, and that's my story of my life. Sometimes I'm jumping too much between things. Okay, can Alex finish that match now? Or is it 3-3 and we'll go on? That's the question. Let's see. Okay, Alex, last 10 done. Now let's see if he can start, or he starts now. Yeah. Now Oya with one gap in the end. That's just a typo here from Alex. He will fix that when he finishes. And now there was another gap. Ex extending or not increasing the chance for Alex here to finish that match. Now we are now struggling a bit more here. And it looks good for Alex. Looks like we have a winner. Yeah, that's almost it. Alex just needs to figure out that one word and then it's safe. Because then he has the score and the time. And now we are with too many gaps. Yo, that was a nice match here from the 3 times world champion. Good match, good scores, some safe ones here. Second set, Naoya had his chances here. 2-1 lead in the second set. He played it pretty well, I'd say. Second set especially. First set, he won the surprise. Second set, he came closer, but in the end it was clear for Alex. And in the end, the favorite here goes into round 2. Now we are also going into round 2, but into the repechage. And yeah, but he has another chance there to maybe go into another, to win another match. That's it. Congratulations, Alex Mullen. 50 words. Nicely done. So I will do a quick interview. Not much of talking because I need to sleep. So hey, now we are.
Hi.
Hi, now you are. So yeah, how was the match for you? What was it for you today?
It's good condition for me. But of course it was very hard to get any point against Alex. So it was very tough. But it's good for me.
Good for you. I mean, second set, you had your chances, and yeah, you never know. And 2-1 lead, so you can be satisfied with the second set, I think.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. I practiced about national names.
Hmm.
Uh, so the I'm satisfied with um, um, to get perfect score. So
Cool.
mm,
Now, yeah, let's see how the next round goes for you. Thank you. And
yeah, thank you.
Alex, congrats on the win today. What about the surprise event? That was tough.
Yeah, I mean, for a second I thought like, okay, maybe I'll try to like translate these things into the suits and stuff, but it was just, I don't know, with no instruction, it was kind of too much for me to put together a system for it in the moment, and especially with it, I couldn't quite tell. I mean, I sort of translated, one of them into like a jack and another one into a queen, but I don't know. It was just very hard for me.
Mm,
I basically memorized it. So,
I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Anything you would can think of changing for the next time if something like that comes up, or is it just because there's no instructions, it's hard to prepare for?
yeah, I don't know. I like I don't know that I necessarily have a great track record in the surprise events. So maybe I should do something, but I don't know. I don't tend to really I just sort of kind of give it my best shot and see how it goes.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there are things I could do, but honestly, I'm not sure what they would be. So yeah,
Cool. But anyway, the rest of the match was quite good for you, I guess. Some safe numbers, scores, and safe card scores. Words were pretty good. So overall, I think it's a good start into the World Championship.
yeah. I think it was a little tighter, obviously, in the second set because he had a very strong names. And then I made that mistake on the images, which I thought it might be wrong. I almost switched it, but I just it didn't convince myself, you know. So, um, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to be too disappointed. I think I was able to hit the kind of scores that I was going for generally, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the next round goes.
Cool. So both of you, thank you very much for the match. Have a good day and a good night, and then see you next time here, both of you. Thanks.
Thank you. Nice
Bye
playing with you.
bye.
Maybe honest next time.
So, match over. Thank you for watching. I'll make it short. Thanks for watching today. The next match comes in 9 hours, so you can watch around Twitch or whatever. Thank you for watching. Have a nice one. And as always, keep on memorizing. Bye bye.